Hey there, Mythorya. Some are chilling, some are tragic, and some, they'll make you question everything. Stick around, because the last one might just keep you up tonight. Our first legend takes us into the shadowy world of the black-eyed children. They say these kids show up at your door, late at night, asking to be let in. Now that's creepy enough on its own, but it's their eyes, man. Completely black. No iris, no white, just void. Imagine opening your door to that. I'd probably just shove a 20 through the mail slot and tell them to grab a slushie on the way to their creepy kid meeting. Reports of these black-eyed beings go back to the 90s, but they keep popping up all over the world. Some say they're demons, others think maybe some weird extraterrestrial hybrid thing. Me? I'm leaning towards mass hysteria, people freaking themselves out over nothing. But hey, that's just the skeptic in me. What do you think? Are the black-eyed children just a creepy story or something more sinister? Let me know in the comments. Okay, you're driving down a deserted road late at night, probably listening to your favorite spooky jams playlist. Just me? And you see a lone hitchhiker. Being a good Samaritan, you pick her up. She gives you an address, and as you pull up, she vanishes. You knock on the door and an old woman answers, telling you the girl you picked up died years ago. Spooky, right? Turns out, stories like this have been around for centuries, from the US to Japan. Could this be a prime example of a cultural echo? A real tragedy, copied and pasted across the globe, with each culture adding its own spin? Or is there something more to it? Maybe some hitchhikers never quite reach their final destination. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Nope, not even gonna say it 3 times. This legend has haunted sleepovers for generations. Say her name 3 times in the mirror and she'll appear, either to scratch your face off or drag you into the mirror dimension. Brutal. But is it just a scary story to keep kids from breaking mirrors? Some say Bloody Mary is based on Queen Mary I of England, who earned the nickname Bloody Mary for, well, burning a whole bunch of Protestants at the stake. Talk about holding a grudge. Others think it's linked to Mary Worth, a suspected witch in colonial America. Whoever she was, people still dare each other to summon her, and some swear something answered. Chapter 4. The Hook. Slasher flick or real-life terror? Picture this. You're parked with your sweetheart, maybe watching the stars, maybe up to no good. Suddenly, a news report on the radio warns of an escaped killer with a hook for a hand. Panicked, you speed off. Later, you find a bloody hook dangling from your car door. Sounds like every slasher movie ever, right? But here's the thing. In the 50s and 60s, there were actual reports of escaped convicts and asylum patients attacking couples in parked cars. Coincidence? Or did these real-life events fuel the legend of the Hookman? Sometimes truth is scarier than fiction, my friends. Chapter 5. The Man in the Backseat. Urban legend or deadly reality? This one hits close to home, especially if you're like me and constantly forget to check the back seat for stray grocery bags. A woman's driving home alone when someone starts flashing their brights at her. She freaks out, speeds home, and calls the cops. When the police arrive, they find a man hiding in her back seat with a knife. Yeah, this isn't just an urban legend, this is a real thing. There have been countless cases just like this, proving that sometimes the scariest monsters are human. So do yourself a favor and check the back seat, please, for your sake and mine. Chapter 6. The rat in the fast food. Gross exaggeration or stomach-churning truth. We've all been there. You're starving, craving a greasy burger. But this time, when you bite into your juicy burger, you taste something off. You open it up, and nestled amongst the pickles and special sauce is a rat. Yeah, I know, I just threw up in my mouth a little too. While finding a whole rodent in your food is probably a stretch, Health inspections have found some pretty nasty stuff in major restaurant chains over the years. Cockroaches, mice, you name it. So maybe, just maybe, there's a nugget of truth to this cheesy legend. Chapter 7. The Kidney Heist, Urban Myth or Black Market Horror. You wake up in an ice-filled bathtub, a throbbing pain in your side. There's a note. Call 911. We took your kidney. This is the stuff of nightmares, right? An urban legend meant to scare us. Except, it's not entirely fictional. The World Health Organization has confirmed that illegal organ trafficking is a real problem. While you probably won't wake up in a bathtub, the fact that this happens at all is terrifying. It just goes to show, even the most outlandish stories can have a grain of truth to them. Remember photo booths? You'd cram in with your friends, make goofy faces, and hope the photos didn't turn out too embarrassing. But in this legend, a teenage girl enters a photo booth alone. The flash goes off. She waits for her photos, but it's not her staring back. It's someone else entirely. Someone dead. Look, I'm a man of science, but photos have always creeped me out a little. They capture a moment in time, a glimpse into the past, and sometimes those glimpses can be unsettling. Are these haunted photo booths real? Who knows? But I'll stick to selfies from now on, thank you very much. We all know this one. You're drifting off to sleep when you hear a noise under the bed. You think it's your dog, or maybe a stray sock. But when you reach down, a hand grabs you. Turns out, this childhood fear is rooted in something far more sinister. There are countless cases of criminals hiding under beds waiting for the right moment to attack. So, yeah, this urban legend, it's got some teeth. Check under your bed tonight, guys, I'm serious. Last but not least, we have the classic haunted house tale. You're home alone, and you hear footsteps upstairs. But here's the catch. You live in a one-story house. The police arrive, search the house, and find evidence that someone has been living in your attic. This sounds crazy, right? Like something out of a horror movie. But believe it or not, there have been real cases of squatters secretly living in people's homes for months without them knowing. So, the next time you hear a bump in the night, it might not be your imagination. It might just be someone making themselves at home in your attic. So, there you have it, Mythorians. 10 urban legends that might be a little too close to reality for comfort. Urban legends aren't always pure fiction. Sometimes they're distorted versions of real events, passed down, warped, and wrapped in fear. They remind us that the world can be a scary place, and sometimes the things that go bump in the night are all too real. So next time you hear a spooky story, ask yourself, what if it actually happened? Let us know in the comments, which one creeped you out the most? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mythorya for more spine-tingling mysteries every week.